This is a story of a city, a very big city, very fast, but inside its streets most people are deeply lonely. In one corner of a tall building in this city lived a sick pigeon. He suffered from a rare condition. Sometimes his head would spin, sometimes the ground felt like it was moving, and sometimes his courage to fly completely broke. The pigeon was alone. He had no one in this world. When he tilted his head at a certain angle, he felt dizzy. When he sat on high ledges, he feared he might fall. He often wondered, if I get sick while I'm alone, who will take care of me? The city was busy. No one ever stopped. One day, in the courtyard of the same building, a cat sat quietly. Observant, careful, silent. Nearby was a parrot. He talked to everyone but never listened to anyone's pain. The cat noticed the sick pigeon and gently asked, "Why do you live alone?" The pigeon smiled softly and replied, "Because no one wants to live with my illness." The parrot laughed and said, "In this city, people don't even have time for the healthy." That night, the pigeon looked up at the sky and made a wish. "I wish I could become a doctor. At least I could understand myself and learn how to live with my illness." He didn't want to be a burden on anyone. He wanted to carry himself. The pigeon decided that despite his illness, he would not give up on life. He learned to be careful. He stopped flying suddenly. He avoided sitting alone on high places. He built a soft nest. And he stopped feeling ashamed of asking for advice. These were not weaknesses. They were rules that kept him alive. One day, he went out looking for shared living. Everywhere he found selfishness. Everywhere people were busy. But then he met another pigeon. Graceful, wise, compassionate. That pigeon said, "Living alone is not weakness, but giving up the fight for life is." He allowed the sick pigeon to live with him and explained to other birds that compassion is not a burden. The cat watched quietly. The parrot spoke less than before. The sick pigeon knew he had to earn for himself. So he entered the online world. There he met ChatGPT, a friend who listened and showed him a path. With that help, he learned to write stories, create content, and choose work that suited his condition. One day, an elder pigeon heard his writing. He was moved. He said, "Write content for our company. Your weakness is your strength." It was his first real job. Tears filled the sick pigeon's eyes, but these were not tears of fear. They were tears of gratitude and joy. The story is not just about a pigeon. It is about every human being learning to live alone with illness. It teaches us that being alone is not a crime. The flight may be weak, but courage does not have to be. Life can be lived with dignity, even with illness. All it needs is understanding and support.